This is Tekpan. It's only 10 miles or so from Lake Atitlan as the crow flies, but it took a couple hours to get here. And came here because there's ruins. There's Mayan ruins. And the ones I'd really like to see, the famous ones, are way far in the north, a couple hundred miles. So I think I'll settle for these. So that's a model of Iximche, which is right outside this museum here, near Tekpan, where we'll see in just a minute. And the information here. So, 3 kilometers from the village. The last video was the village. And it was inhabited until 1465. Bones taken from the plazas. Describes how they're with mortal injuries, skull fractures. Something tells me you wouldn't want to have found yourself on one of these altars. The museum would suggest not. You can see why they built the town here, because it's kind of a peninsula on all sides of it, except this one side here that's a few hundred meters wide. It's all steep cliffs, so it would have been very secure as long as they protected this side. They only had a front of a few hundred meters that they would have had to closely guard, because it would have been so difficult to invade from any of the other sides. You seem to be kind of upset about something. You were mooing a lot. What is it? I guess it's nothing. This is the landfill system. I've seen some really big ones, and the trash is thrown down the mountain and it's on fire. And in the city, there's stories you hear about some really big ones, and miners, so-called miners, work and they find valuables. They make more money than they would doing any other manual task, but it's really dangerous. There's trash avalanches, and there's some stories from 10 years ago where there was a trash avalanche near Guatemala City, and 10 people were buried alive. Risky business. There's a really healthy ecosystem here of buzzards and flies. And every time something explodes in the trash heap, probably aerosol cans, all the buzzards take off. Oh, there was one. Every few minutes you hear one. The forest at this altitude is a lot of evergreens. And even mid-afternoon, still got my long sleeves on. It's really nice climate here. This would be entering the dry season. I was talking to a farmer this morning in the farmer's market, and he told me from now until May is the dry season.